I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was next came in her eye that she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love, near to her consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals who work for bread upon the Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, whole pair mispresented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at this advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet pyramids translated there, so that as it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could have devised. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the maiden sleeping by his side, so that when he waked of force, she must be eyed.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
No, I but chide, but I should do thee worse, for I fear thou hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleeping, or shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him, so should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierce to the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's that to my Lysander? Where is he? A good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I would rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou drivest me past the bonds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then, henceforth never be numbered among men? For once tell true even for my sake. Just thou hast looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm and adder do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent never adder stung.
You spend your passion on misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. Nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege to never see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while shall I remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death of bankrupt sleep to sorrow, which now in some slight measure will pay. If for his tender here, I'll make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison perforce must ensue. Some true love turned, not a false turn true.
The fatal rules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind. Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll anoint his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink in with apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When thou wake, she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once to one? This must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me which befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I will in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born, in their nativity all truth appears. Why should these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Do you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her. He loves not you.
Helen. Goddess. Nymph. Perfect divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe and show that pure congealed wine, high Taurus know, famed by the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holds up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess with pure white, the sealed bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell, I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear, and super praise my parts, when I'm sure you only hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals to love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maiden's eyes with your derision. None of a noble sort would so offend a virgin, and extort a poor soul's patience ought to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And in all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I offer up my part, and yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but has guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide, dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found mine ear, I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery eyes and roses light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this let thee know that hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Oh, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, all the sisters' vows, the hours we spent when we chide the hasty-footed time for parting us, is all forgot? All school days' innocence, childhood friendships?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems like you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who but now did spur me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What, though I be not so in grace as you, so hung up on love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Purser for your counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink each at other, hold this sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helen.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove in false him who says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
And I'll say it so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tempt all this?
Wait, Ethiop.
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose or I shall shake thee from thee like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love. Out, tawny Tartar, out, hated potion, loathed medicine, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. For perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? I may hate her, but I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia, are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was ere while, since night you loved me. Yet since night you left me. What, you left me? Well, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
Aye, and never did I desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, out of question, out of doubt, be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love, what have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, in faith, but if you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness, what will you you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why, so that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height. And with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I now? Painted maypole. Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine
I
eyes!
pray you, though you mock you, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness, and were I made for my cowardice, let her not strike me. You may perhaps think because she is something lower than myself that I can
Let her
match
hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, fair Hermia. Did evermore keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that, in love unto Demetrius, told him of your stealth unto this wood.
What?
He followed you, and for love I followed him, but he hath tried me hence and threatened me to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. So will you let me quiet go to Athens, while I bear my folly back and follow you no further? Oh, let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
The foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Fear not, Helen, she shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not. Though you take her part.
She is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, huh? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me? Thus let me come at her!
Get you gone! You dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass made! You bead! You ache!
You are too officious to scorn her services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helen, and take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Yeah. She holds me not. Therefore follow if thou darest, and we'll try who's right. In mine or thine is most in fair Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl!
You mistress, all this coil is long of you! Nay, go not back!
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
Oh, I'm amazed and know not what to say!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest. Or else, commit thy knaveries willfully.
Let me King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, as I have anointed in Athenians' eyes. And so far glad am I that it did so sort, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush the herb of this into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. And when they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens the lover shall wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and bake her Indian boy. And when I have the boy, all her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
Make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Where art thou? Thou runaway, thou coward, speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars, but wilt not come? Come, thou coward, come, thou recreant. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that does a sword upon thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, for try no manhood here.
Oh, he goes before me, and still he dares me on. Come where he calls, then he is gone. Villains! Lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster he did fly. To fallen am uneven way. Oh, here I shall rest. Come thou gentle day, for if thou but once should show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and I'll avenge this spite.
Ha ha ha, coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for what I want now runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then thou mockst me, thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way, faint it constrains me, to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Weary night, oh long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens from daylight, from these that my poor soul detest. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away from mine own company.
Get for 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds makes it 4. Here she come. Courage and sail. Cupid is a knavish love us to make poor females mad.
Ever so weary, ever so in woe, bedabbled with dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known, that every man shall have his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well!
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and sick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Mistress Cobweb?
Ready?
I pray you, Mistress Cobweb, get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And, Mistress, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, good mistress. And, mistress, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag. Where's Mistress Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your leaf, good mistress. I pray you, leave your courtesy.
What is your will?
Nothing, mistress, but to help Cavalry Peas Blossom to scratch. He thinks I must to the barber, mistress, for a marble's hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I've a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would rather have a handful or 2 of dried peas. I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the wood vine, his sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. How I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Thou seest this sweet sight. Her dotage now I do begin to pity. Her meeting crib waits behind the wood, and she is seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fought out with her, and at my pleasure I taunted her. and she, in mild terms, begged my patience. I then did ask her changing child, which street she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now that I had the boy, I will take this hateful imperfection from off her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the others do, may all again back to Athens repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release my fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such false and blessed power. Now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? I thought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? How I do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while, Robin, take off his head.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Now thou and I are new in amity, will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in dear Theseus' house triumphantly, and buzz it all to fair prosperity. And there the faithful pair of lovers be wedded, with Theseus all in jollity.
My fair king, attended mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade, and we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, you can tell me how it came this night. That sleeping here I was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed, and since we have devoured of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find out the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
But soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. This Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Nedar's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and upon hearing our intent, did come here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Come, and let us wake them from their slumber. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in all the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep I hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half wake, half sleep. I know it's not how I came here, but as I think, for truly would I speak, and now bethinks me so it is. I came here with Hermia. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we may, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is that my love for Hermia, melted as the snow, seems now as the remembrance of an idol god which in my childhood I did dote upon. All the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. And like a sickness, I did loathe this food, but as in health, come to my natural taste, I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by, with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And since the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turning to clouds.
Methinks I see these things with a parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own, and still not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Was not the Duke here bid us follow?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake, let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my Q comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quince. Flute. The bellows mender. Snug. The joiner. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound on this dream. Methought I was. There is no man can say what. Methought I was. Methought I had. But man is but a past fool if he go about to expound on what I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, nor his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write me a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of, out of fear he has been transported. If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It cannot. There is no one in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. He is very paramour for his sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour, God bless us, is a thing of not.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully, Bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not escape 6 pence a day, and if the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, most courageous day, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. Oh, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am not true Athenian, I will tell you everything as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All I will tell you is this. The Duke hath dined. Get you your apparel together. Good strings to your beards, no ribbons to your pumps. Every man look o'er his part, and meet presently at the palace. For the short and long of it is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linens, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out like lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a most sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away.
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of."
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, engrossed is something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board to your beds.
Come now, what mask, what dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. What have I told my loving glory of my kinsman Hercules? The thrice 3 blessed muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes to water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find some sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can go amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in his service perishing.
My gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
She says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do. Noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, and least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come not in despite, as mine content you. All for your delight we are not here. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath written his prologue like a rough colt. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at our show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine, for, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lie in height by name, the beauteous Thisbe coming first at night, did scare away, or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I once snug by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest prediction that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
O grim look at night! O night with hues so black! O night, which ever art, when day is not! O night! O night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, which standest between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eyne. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see! O wicked wall! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue! She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes!
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones, full of lime and hair, knit up in me.
I see a voice! Now will I to the chink, and I may hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander I am justly still. Not Shaffeltus to Procris was so true.
As Shaffeltus to purpose, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall!
I kiss this wall's hole, and not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Tid life, tid death, I'll meet thee without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now is the wall down between the two neighbors?
No remedy, my lord. Walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff I ever heard!
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worse are no worse if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, as snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, for pity on my life.
A gentle beast, and of good conscience?
The very best of these, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see, it is already in snuff.
I am wary of this moon. Would he would change?
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane, but yet in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon. All I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where art, my love?
Oh. Roar?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And thus the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee now for shining so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I may take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood. Approach, ye furies fell! Come, fates, come! Cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quill!
This passion, and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Be sure my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore nature didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which was the fairest day that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword, and wound the Papa Pyramus. I, that left pap, where the heart doth hop. Ah! Thus I die. Thus! Now I am dead. Now I am fled! My soul is in the sky! Tongue, loose thy light! Moon, take thy flight! Now die! Die! Die!
No die but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man. He is dead. He's nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover, and yet prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Oh, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A moat will tend to balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
Spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means Vita to say,
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak, quite dumb. Dead, dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these young rosy cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore, which shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. And thus, friends, this begins. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead?
Aye, and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when the players that do play it are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would pass for a fine tragedy. And so it is truly and very notably discharged. Let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
First rehearse each song by rote, then each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we shall sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, with this field dew consecrate. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If these shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unarded luck to escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.